Welcome everyone to the another episode of the Talk Show with Veena Puppala ma'am, who is the CEO of the Multearts. And today topic is about the mother. Before going into the topic, let us know about the Multearts Institute in the ma'am words. Hi ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for the intro part.
Thank you.
You were asking what is Multearts is all about, right? So Multearts is a platform which is a bridge between experts and teachers. We mainly focus on the arts. So there are so many important parameters which is neglected in the arts. So if the student is learning arts and academics parallelly, it's going to help them in a wider way to improve their creativity, to improve their concentration, focus, all these parameters. And also these days, because of the technology, whatever available and binge watching, even the kids are so much into screens. So if they are learning these type of arts, that's gonna help them to calm down. Even I'm also seeing the things like my son is too much into screen time, so it will be helpful if they're adding arts into their life. That really gonna help them. So I'm trying to cut down the screen time, but still it is there. If you want to engage your kids with a productive screen time, so Multearts is a one-stop destination for all sort of arts. Even we are launching products as well in the Multearts. If you are a person who is watching, if you are interested into arts to take some classes in the Multearts, we do have openings for the trainers as well. So it is a platform which connects students and experts, and we do have a products, and there are so many things in the Multearts, so you can just browse with the multearts.com in the Google. Yeah, that is about Multearts.
Today we discuss about the one of the bestest position in the every woman life. It's about the mother, ma'am. What is the importance of the mother in every individual, ma'am? And in your words.
Yeah, so the definition you gave, one of the best position. What I feel, mother is underrated. She don't have a best position. Okay, so yeah, people will say mother is the best. They're just saying, they're not anything doing. Their words are not into the action. It's just saying for sake of saying. So it's very for the girl, when she born, she never knows what she gonna turn after 25 years. So always we'll be in a joyful mode, and we'll always look forward to have the studies part and dependency part in the parents. But when you married and taking the role of the mother, it's a huge responsibility, and it is underrated. No one really give you good appreciations for the dedication, sacrifice, all these things, whatever you are doing for the role of mother. That's what I feel personally. And my mother also gave me some solid examples where I could see my mother, and I myself mother as well. So my mother just gave me, she used to take more responsibility towards me and my brothers growing up level. But somehow, somewhere, no one are really giving any appreciations. On top of that, they're giving more suggestions. You don't know how to uh, uh, groom them up, or you don't know how to raise the children. All these unwanted suggestions from the society, from within the house as well. I could say my mother's almost life was more of like work, 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 and work. Nothing else. She just seen her happiness with our success. When I became mother, my son was my high priority. The importance of mother is it is the most important thing. All the society is running because of the motherhood. That's what I believe in, and that's what the truth is. But it is not given that much um, you know appreciations, rewards, recognition. If the mother is expecting those things, she tagged as a bad mother. No one really looking forward what she exactly doing, how much stuff. Whenever I used to call my friends to my home, I was so jolly and enjoyable because of my friends are there in my home. Eventually, I understood when I became mother, it's very tough for the mother to cook so many things. If it is a regular day, there is no break for the mother because of the extreme responsibility, immediate responsibility to take care of the family. Mother is the immediate responsible person, so she need to cook almost 4 times or 3 times a day. Even if it is festivals, she never have a break. I mean, all mothers really deserves break. They just miss themselves in this process of marriage and motherhood. It's so, it's not comfortable for me whenever I see this, the taglines best mother, and she is the utmost it's just saying no one really bother about what mother is really taking care. And I have a bunch of examples where when the kids grown up, or where they are into adulthood, even though it is a daughter or son, they just have the wings to fly. If anyone are putting some restrictions, they really not caring too much. They feel a little bit bored to explain the things what happening around them to the mother or the parents. So I think so, once the marriage happened, and the motherhood part is the toughest part in the world. No matter what you are into, headache, take medicine and take care of the kid, or you are into sleepless nights, or even the initial stage, the journey of the pregnancy itself, we really miss our sleep timings, mood swings, body changes, harmonical changes. No one really knows about this, and no one really spoken about this. It's so underrated. That's what I feel. So women really need proper recognition for the work what they are doing. It may be a mother role, it may be a wife role once they got married. So yeah, I think so. It's a best. It need to be best thing. People need to look after that as a best thing, and they need to respect that. It's not just saying, you're doing great, blah blah things. That doesn't make really any difference. You need to help them out. So if the mother is, if the uh, person just got married, if she is in a role of wife, and then the pregnancy phase, then the motherhood, no, there is no gap. I mean, it's just firefight every day. On top of that, women are really looking forward to work, go outside. They are so passionate about their work as well, really making them very very they don't have time because of the phases of the life, like marriage, motherhood, and all these things. I seen something like one of the photographer, she just carrying her baby, she just tied up with all the things. I think so, it is like a month's baby, she's just taking photos. I really felt so good about that by seeing that, she really putting the best efforts to go out with by carrying the kid. I can just imagine what the baby is crying in between. She need to do this, she can't focus on the work. And what about the things gonna happen in her house? They maybe have some blames. How can you go out with by taking the kid don't have proper rest, xyz reasons. So yeah, somehow somewhere mothers are underrated. These are so saddest part. That's what I feel. So yeah, it's
Yeah, ma'am.
important, but it's underrated.
Yeah, ma'am. Is the mother feel any guilty because of negative comments about the children growing up and is not having necessary time for self care also?
Of course, mother feel guilty. Even I felt so many times guilty because right now I feel guilt because my son is on a downstairs, I'm on a top stairs, taking this interview, which really making me some uncomfortable. All this came because of the social stigma. They just defined, if mother is just taking another priority instead of the kids, she is a bad mother. She really need not to take care of herself once she got mother or motherhood. This is an internal factor which is generating because of the culture what we came, and the priorities need to fixed by other people. It's not you as an individual. So as I told the previous example as well, if mother want to go out and work, it is a very very bad thing to do. That's how the things created or narrated. So I can give one example. So I just seen this in some Facebook group. So there is a woman, she's working so hard, and she's also taking care of her daughter. So somehow, some situation, they just went into their mother's home. So there, what happened? The mother is giving suggestion to her own daughter. You know, are you taking care of your kid, or you just doing your office work? So that particular person posted these things in one women group and asked, why things are changed when you become mother? Why my mother is not understanding when I become mother? Before it used to be, take care of your work. The mother just get the things to you. She'll just give the space to work, and she feels so good about the work what you're doing. Once you become a mother, your mother will target you unknowingly. She don't know that she is doing. Mother will target you when you become mother, because she is expecting to be as her, to take care of their grandchildren like how they take care of you. So in this way, there are so many guilts which come. As I told, mother guilt may generated because of the mother expecting you to be a proper mother. There is no definition of proper mother. Even she also faced the same guilt when we are a kid.
Yeah.
And also the society pressures, what gonna come, like, how you can just keep the things, and you need to take care of it, and giving more suggestions which is very relevant, where I faced myself. And also from comparison, peer comparison, my kid is so active, your kid is not, and they're speaking a lot, your kid is not speaking a lot, you need to take him out, or blah blah reasons. That is also feel me like I am not a good mother, because of the expectations from the society as well. And whenever I'm ignoring and I'm giving little bit priority my profession, that is also creates me mother's guilt. So that is very very painful thing to have. So this guilt is generated because of the social stigma which is created from centuries back. If you're ignoring something, that means you're not prioritizing to them, and unfortunately mother is the immediate responsibility for the kid. That's how it's making us uncomfortable. But I could see some of the example from Virat Kohli and Ranbir Kapoor, where Alia Bhatt just went out for the shoot. He just changed the diaper, he told in one of the interview, which made me feel so good. Father also need to take equal responsibility when mother is not available around them. And as well as Virat Kohli also told, like when Anushka Sharma just went out for the shoot, she just took the take care of the kid. When I can't imagine those type of things in the regular lifestyles of the people. If mother is just letting the kid to the father, and father, if she's going out to do something which is professional, I think so the people are not that much open to accept that, and they simply just give a tag, you just quit the job, or you just take care of him. So if you can't take care of the kid, what you do by going outside? What is the need of generating revenue? If the women or the individual want to work, it's not about the women. If the individual want to work, you can't um, you can't stop them. That's really stressful if you're stopping them. You need to give the space. Marriage is a commitment. Marriage is a commitment that need to be, I'll be with you, you'll be with me, you just take care of me, I'll just take care of you. All these parameters are just gone because of the commitment and the motherhood. They really don't care about what you feel as an individual. They care more about what they're expecting from you. No, this is need to be changed. That's what I believe in. I feel like I'm so desperate to get this change in all the individuals' life. They need to have their own space, whether it is a wife, whether it is a mother. They need to have their me time. I also missed my me time a lot. I feel so stressed when I miss my me time. I just love to be myself. Somehow, because of the motherhood, of the responsibilities, whatever we have, we can't get, even though I'm just sleeping or I'm just sitting, my son just asks me, wake up Veena, wake up Veena. He'll just do those things. I just love some sort of cute thing, those things. But when I was into some professional work to go out, still my son missed me a lot. That's really made me so uncomfortable to do. In a conclusion for the mother guilt, I could say it is generated within you because of the social stigma. It is generated by the expectations of the outside people. They'll also see if you're already feeling bad about something. Then the other people also making you feel so bad by telling the same things to you. You can't go, you can't work, you need to take care of kid. What if kid fall down? What if this? What if that? So that's really makes us feel so uncomfortable as an individual. And what I feel, marriage and motherhood is something you need to be open and be aware of what are the changes are going to come in your life. And also the partner need to take equal responsibilities of the kids. That really going to help each and individual to do something out of their life. It's not when I just look back, it need not to be I'm a wife of some ex and a wife of some wife, some mother of some person. So instead of being that, you should not lose yourself in this journey. They are important, but you are most important to you. I don't feel you can do compromise, not sacrifice.
Yeah.
So you need to have thin line for that. I hope this need to be changed. Even I'm also fighting for that thin line. Sometimes we need to have bad days as well. If you're fighting for something which is not available, and if you're breaking the rules which is already came from the past those days, that really challenging part. So I feel mother need to I can't say avoid it. It's a phase. If you're feeling mother guilt, it's okay. Feel it. Don't feel it so deep. Just feel it and try to solve it. So we can't avoid the mother guilt because of so many parameters around us. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. After facing this also, every person was telling that the mother is important in everyone's life. Why are not telling that the father is also important? That means equal caring, equal responsibilities to be shared between both of them. How we can over.
Yeah, got that. So back in those days, it's more of like physical work. People are not into the thinking work, or we don't have any technology, laptop, IT, all these things. If you just see a centuries back, it's more of going to the farming field and doing the things, or else just doing whatever the sort of work which is more related to physical work. So naturally, men are more stronger than us women physically. So we do get a menses part. And back in those days, there is no break. They don't know how to stop pregnancy. They don't have any precautions. Once they are into a physical relationship, so after a gap, they'll just conceive. So there is no, because of the initial feeding of the baby, and there is a continuous birth process because of they don't know how to prevent it. They keep on become pregnant and kid and pregnant and kid and pregnant and kid, almost like 10 to 15 times.
Yeah.
The culture was like that back in those days. So what happened eventually, we can't think as a mother naturally. It's more emotional part. The kid will be small, we need to be the only person to feed them up, and they will grow a little bit big. Then again the pregnancy will come, then again the feeding process, then they'll go a little bit. So that's how the culture it used to be before, where my grandmother uh, my grandmother's mother, they used to have so many kids. In the process of giving a birth, almost 5 to 10 of the kids used to die because of lack of hospitality, or hospitals, and the things they can't go ahead and do for some checkups and all. Once the kid is there, if they have good health, they will survive. If not, they will just die. So that how it used to be before. That's why women became only responsibility to take care of the kids. To feed such a big family like 10 members, 12 members, or 8 members in the family, men really need to put more effort to create revenue, source of income where they can fulfill just their basic need to survive. That's how it used to be before. So eventually what happened in 1980s and 1990s, or back in those days, somehow parents, the education system was expanded a lot. Before, it used to be very rarely we used to have schools, government schools and all. They need to walk. We don't have proper transportation back in those days. Very rarely we used to have schools. If you want to complete 10th standard, it's going to take a long and long of journey, all these things. My grandfather completed his 10th after he gave birth to my aunt.
Hmm.
So he was so passionate about studies and all. So that's how men role became more to go out and work. Women role became to take care of the kid because of continuously pregnancy phase and what the changes are going to happen after pregnancy. It may be a excessive bleeding after the pregnancy, all these things. So somehow it just categorized, this is men work, this is women work, because of the culture what they are into at that point of time. Eventually things changed. We have so many schools. Every person in the earth right now, or maximum, became they are into studies, they are able to read something, they are going for the proper schools. Parents are giving little bit importance to the schools, and at least they are allowing them to complete the 10th standard. So things are changing. Women also became independent. Women also able to generate revenue. So back in those days it was equal, like men creates money, women will take care of the entire family, which may be the number will be so huge, like 10, 12, something like that. People got more aware now. They are only committing for 1 or 2 kids, max 3, in this generation, and they are also equally educated like men, and they are also generating revenue. These days, these timings, we can't implement the things which was back in those days. Just imagine if you are using, instead of using, if using a mobile, if you are using a landline, how it will be. It's so sarcastic, because you can't implement a old tradition in upcoming changes whatever happening. So back in those days you can't compare those things. Technology improving, everything improving, but the standard mindset is not improving. So it is more gender biased works now. Women need to take care, she need to cook, she need to take care of the kids, she need to do this, that. Men is like he can just go out and work. What if women also going out and work? What in that case? No one really bother about that case, and eventually those cases are increasing. So many women are becoming independent, and they're working a lot. Even though they are mother, they're just picking up their kid and putting in the daycare, and they're just putting lots of effort to be an individual. Someone really don't want to end up their life as a regular lifestyle by being in the home or taking. If they are happy with that, it's fine. But even though whatever the role of the mother may be, she may be a housewife, she may be a working woman, the male partner need to take care equal responsibilities. Before, we can't compare that lifestyle with what is the lifestyle we have right now. So it's more of like both need to take equal responsibilities. If it is a parenting is not only for the mother, parenting is for both father and mother. So it need to be on both hands.
Yeah, ma'am. How the woman is to overcome the taunts which we is overgoing the parent life, ma'am, like you are not growing up the child rightly. That means comparisons between the child, and how is the mother is to be respond to every person like that?
There is a saying called ignorance is bliss. I generally don't believe in that ignoring. But in this case, what happened, I tried myself by giving solid examples, the way how I'm giving right now. People really don't want to listen. Okay. So outside pressure, yeah, I have one kid right now. They just give me little more pressure to have another. You should not have one, you need to have another kid. And also just thinking, my son is little bit delayed in speech. So some people just give me examples like, I was used to tremendous pressure. If someone is thinking about us, will think more about us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if let's say if some ex person without any bonding and connection, they are thinking more about our kid, then we'll think a lot about them, how we need to really protect them from outside world, how we can give best lifestyle for them, all these things we'll think a lot. So people just simply give, just suggestions for sake of giving. They need to pass their time. So they'll pass that time by just giving some suggestions and some unwanted sentences to others people. If some people will feel so good if someone is hurting, they will feel superior, will feel so inferior. So what they feel, They just love to be superior. People love to be superior.
Yeah.
Because of to satisfy their superior feeling inside, they start giving suggestions to other people. When I'm victim for that. So to avoid this is the ignorance is bliss is one of the thing. Yeah. Someday we'll blast, someday we'll laugh, someday we'll just give a smile and go. We can't control our emotions. So I recommend just imagine this is just a phase. It will go off once they become little bit bigger. So yeah, I think so that the intensity will decrease. There will be always suggestions in each and every age. Some people may compare, marks, or some people may compare the dressing style, some people may compare the way how child is behaving. So this will be there, in any age group. So the intensity will be decreased. So I think so ignorance is best thing to do this. Yeah, we don't have solution for this, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am, how the mother can self-take care by balancing both motherhood and herself, ma'am?
Yeah, so this is like self-care is very important, it's not, let's say, just imagine a circle, it will be you, add everyone into that, like family, professional, relatives. In circle you are there and you can't add everything into that. So it will be helpful to understand things in a better. So if you see here, you can't have like this. In the circle, you are a small piece and everything is dumping and dumping. You should not have in that way. You need to have in this way, where you will be a center
Yeah, ma'am.
part.
Yeah.
And you need to just have a spokes, half the wheel, half spokes. So whenever you feel like family is important right now, once I'm done with this interview, my high priority will become my son. So I just get down and ask what he's doing and I take care of him immediately. So that's what I want to do. So once he's sleeping, I'll just take care of me time. Like I just want to do what I love. And when he's in the school, then I can focus on the me time. Then again, I need to have fixed schedules, to know where your time is going and how much the kids are depending on you, how much time you need to contribute them. Let's say they're a little bit big, you don't want to take care of feeding them or taking bath or all these things. So eventually this is a phase, but whatever the phase you are into, you need to have your own me time. So you need to pull some time out. So whenever, to be very honest here, when my kid was around in a month's baby, so washroom was my me time. That's the only place I get my me time. Okay, I'll just go there and I'll just relax. Sometimes to relax myself, I used to go there because it was so much. My son usually cry a lot. So which was a very big pressure for me, and feeding, and it's a long journey when he was a baby. Eventually what happened, when he grown up, I'll get me time in my room itself. I don't know, just run to the washroom to get my me time, because things changed. So everything is a phase. Whatever you are right now, it is a phase. And whatever the journey you are into and whatever the role you are taking play, everything need to be a role play for you. You can't just be a wife of some, Veena need not to be a wife of some person. You need to be first Veena. And
Yeah.
Veena can't be a complete mother of someone. Yeah, I have those roles. I have important things for them. But eventually you need to be a center pole for your life. And you need to decide to the what sort of work you want to do and how much time you want to put for that. You need to have control, things in your hand. an XY person need not to control you. You need to control yourself. You need to control your actions. So that's what I believe in. In this journey, you can't lose yourself. I can give an example here. So we created a video on, he's a ex-employee for IRS. He's into government job. He's a big person. He just called me up and told me that he want to give some information for old age people. He's into old age, so he's more concerned about old age people who are around 65 or 70, like that. So the video what we made, it become most views. We got most views in our Multearts channel. So the video is about what if the children are not caring of the mother and father. The parents have right to take their properties back. So this is the video line. So if you see there, by seeing that video, I just got a call from one woman. So she's around 70. She just called me and told me, Amma, is there any number to contact? My son is really harassing me. She told that. I asked, what is the reason behind that harassment, Amma? She told, like, she has 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. So the first daughter, whatever she is into, she has some financial struggles. She is not that much stable financially. So the second daughter is good. She got settled and all financially. So the mother is staying with the son, and the son got married. So they simply, throwing tantrums and harassing that mother, like, why you are giving money to the sisters? You just go and stay with them. We are giving you food, we are giving you shelter. How we can give that amount to that? She don't have her husband. Her husband was dead, and he is a employee in government, something government job. So fortunately, this particular women getting what is that pension. Okay, so that pension money, she's putting something for her and something she's contributing back to the daughter, because she is not stable financially, where the son is not able to tolerate that. I was so shocked. What is the point of raising them? 70 years. She's into the torture almost like 20 years, it seems. She's taking that sort of torture and that negative words, emotional abuse from 20 years back. So we can't generalize. There is a good mother, good father, or good mother-in-law, good father-in-law, or bad mother-in-law, bad father, bad mother. So there are good people and bad people. So in every role, let's say if you have bad mother-in-law, I do have some solid examples for bad mother-in-law, where that mother-in-law is not allowing to take care of their kids and putting more rules and restrictions to the mother and asking, you don't do anything, you are good for nothing, saying all these words in front of the kids, and then the children are not really care about their mother in the childhood itself. So what I feel, there are good people and bad people, and we can't tag role to them. We don't have a good mother or good father, or we don't have specific role. There are good people and bad people. They may have some role plays like daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, mother, father, all these things. So based upon the emotion and bonding what they have, it will change. So instead of generalizing it to the mother role, we need to generalize as an individual, and they need to self-care, and they need to have their me time. Even though the person into any relationship or person is committed to any responsibility, still they need to have their me time. So yeah, that's what I understood after all these experiences.
Yeah, ma'am, what steps are to be taken by the woman in the family itself, ma'am, to regulate the free time like that? What steps are taken in her family? That means in the family, and or maybe mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, like etc. Every person.
So how to take care? You're asking me.
Yeah, ma'am.
So if you're facing those type of things, you need to become a strongest individual first. Yeah. If you can't speak for yourself, no one will speak, and yeah, that may lead to fights.
Yeah,
for sure. So it is so much. I could relate this thing to some people back in those days where, the wife role, or if you're just marrying, let's say I have my son, if some girl is marrying my son, I'll become authoritative towards the person, my daughter-in-law. I'll ask her to do this, that for my son, because I just took take care of him so good, so I expect same thing from her. And I started telling, you can't take rest, you need to do this, or taking in charge of the entire life, which is not a good thing to have for anyone. So for better thing for that is to, women need to be financially independent, and they need to take care of their own money. You can't, some women are really good at work, they'll work in a workspace, but whatever the amount they are getting in the form of salary, they'll just simply give that to the husband, which is not a good thing to do. You need to manage your own financial things that may help you to become stronger individual. And we can't predict future. You may need you need to know how the finances are working. You can't ignore that part. Every individual need to know how finances are working. Some women are not strong enough to take care. I recommend everyone to educate themselves. So that if the environment is not correct, then I recommend them to create another environment which is out.
Yeah.
So if you keep on thinking of something, eventually you'll get away. Just engage yourself with other things, or else just ignoring them. You can't fight with them daily. It's a bad thing to do.
Yeah, ma'am.
So you need to ignore, and you need to find the ways how to get the proper solutions. And always it will be a phase. If it is so toxic, unbearable, then based upon your capacity, you can take the further moves. I am not asking you to just be there, bear it. It is your fate. You can't do that. Society will blame you. I don't recommend those things. If you're strong enough and to make the another move, which is best for you, then yeah, make that move. Yeah, toxic relationship, so horrible thing to have. Just like I gave the example of mother, she took that for 20 years. 20 years is, it's too huge to take.
Yeah.
So it's your life end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. How we can educate the child to share the responsibility in the future, ma'am? That means
Yeah,
like
start giving them, yeah. Yeah, even I need to do homework on that. I don't expect anything from my son to do because he's 5 year old. Even I'll do all his works, the feeding part and take caring. Even he wanna take his bag, I'll be the first person to take because he's not able to lift. And I'm not comfortable to see if he's doing so hard work. So I need to do homework on myself as well. So eventually we need to raise our kid as a strongest individual, not if he or she depending on some other people. So they need to become a strongest individual that gonna help them in all the ups and downs of the life. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
ma'am.
what I observed, even though, let's say, so the part and parcel of the life, we used to have some low days, we used to have some good days, but the intensity and duration of the days you need to measure yourself. I have a tracker called happiness tracker. So every day I love to track my happiness, how much I'm happy, what making me feel so bad, how many times I'm feeling so bad, what is the root cause of that, and what is the use if I feel so bad about it. So I just like to track happiness tracker. So you have just prepare your own happiness tracker and track how much happy you were, how much satisfied you were, how much sad you were. So if you see that, you understand patterns, what making you so bad.
Yeah.
So if it is something repetitively happening, then ignore that. Try to solve it. Try to, if it is a problem, if you're able to fix the problem, fix it. If not, ignore it. Some problems we can't fix it because the problem is not in you, it is from other people. If we can't fix other people until unless they want to change.
Yeah.
So if you feel those things, you need to ignore and get your own space, or just think how much it will be, how you can feel comfortable even though the negative things are happening around you. And also just have sit with them and exchange the thought process. Some people really don't listen, I know that. Yeah, try to make them listen. If they're not listening, then just ignore. And coming to the work, what you asked, even for the kids, we need to raise them in such a way that they need to become a strongest individual. no matter what is the gender of them. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you give a small suggestion to every mother? That means for the motherhood.
So the suggestion is, it is a phase. You have ups and downs and downs and downs sometimes. It's okay to have that. So be strong and move on. And don't blame yourself. I blame myself for so many things. Let's say my son just fall down. I think like I need to be a little bit alert so that he don't fall down. Or if he fall into sick, then I think what made him to feel sick a lot. I just feel so stressed when I do that. So the suggestion is, it's a phase. Even I'm doing homework on that as a mother. So yeah, make them strongest individual. Just give the best. The rest is destiny. You
Yeah.
can't define or design some individual. Let's say I can give solid example here, which will be good. So there is a two people, two individual who are brothers. His father, the particular people father was a great drinker. He used to drink a lot.
Okay.
So one person in that brothers became a huge drinker. Okay. Huge drinker. The second person became like he never drink and he became so disciplined in the life. So one person and went asked him, why you are drinking so much? What made you to drink? Then the person answered, by seeing my father, I became drinker. Then the same person went and asked to other person, why was so disciplined and why not drinking? He told, by seeing my father. So by seeing the negative phase of him, he became so disciplined. So there is a saying, we can just give birth to the kids, not the destiny. The destiny plays a huge role in the life, the destiny or luck or whatever it may be. So you just give your best and don't expect so much from everything. Yeah, that helps us to be a little bit calm, and everything is a phase. Whatever you are into right now, it is a phase. So then, so be strong. Don't take any big decisions which make you hurt a lot. So yeah, become a strongest individual. That's what I suggest to every mother and individual person. Yeah. And I would like to salute all the mothers, because it's not easy. It's easy to go to the college and read something and get passed and do the work. So motherhood is something where you don't get any rewards, recognition, nothing. So out of love you'll do, which is more unconditional love in the world is mother's love. That's what I believe in. The phase they go through, taking responsibility, taking care of the kids, all together different thing, and the phase and the mood swings and the body change and the pain of the labor. I want to salute all the mothers. You really just unpredictable decisions you're making to become mother is like something so huge. I can't define in a words. I can't say in a words, because I'm mother myself. So just hats off, and that's it. I can't say a lot about mothers. So it's so huge. So everyone need to give respect to that. That's what I feel. Yeah, this was a great talk show, and I gave so much insights. I hope everyone will understand these things in a positive way. This is not to hurt anyone. This is to more to educate you people in a better way for the better life in a changing world. So world is continuously changing. You can't stick to the old rules. So change the rules which makes you happy, and you can't hurt others. So remember those things, and yeah, have a happy lifestyle. That's it. Any other questions? Then I answer, or else we can.
Yeah, nothing. Thank you so much for the valuable information with good examples, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It is pleasure for me to share about mother.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm also knowing so many information. That means I used to take the blame of others and used to be so painful like that. That ignorance is the one of the bestest revenge to every person. We have to be given by everyone.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. We